Hello everyone, hope you're doing well, and welcome to the first Tarkov breakdown video of patch 12.12. I haven't posted a new episode of the series until now because I don't actually have that much footage recorded to use. And by that I mean I've been focusing a lot more of my time streaming over at Twitch, than using my live VODs for a separate series also on this YouTube channel. So make sure to check that out if that interests you, and maybe swing by one of the live streams sometime on Twitch, at Righteous Hero. I have recently been recording a little bit of gameplay when I'm not streaming, so today we're going to be taking a look at a raid where I find myself on woods trying to get some scav kills for a task. But then I end up spotting some players and some interesting things happen. So let's get started. So having spotted a couple targets at the end of the road, but not really having a clear shot on both of them at the same time, I wait to see if they are going to get closer or give me a clearer shot. I'm not too worried about being spotted myself, because of the cover that I have right now. I have some hard cover in front of me and some foliage behind me, helping to break up my silhouette on the landscape. On top of that I have a hill behind me making sure I'm not seen peeking over the horizon, being in stark contrast to the skyline. You always have to be cautious of being seen though, because veteran or savvy players will know where to look either by map knowledge or just general intuition of where people like to position themselves. Unfortunately, I missed my shot on that guy, and we never see him again. I think he leaves the area. I actually decide not to shoot this scav, just so he can go up and maybe show me where one of the players are, or help draw them out into the open. One thing that I want to mention is that I'm using a laser on my rifle, so I need to try to be careful where I point it because another player can see the laser shining on surfaces, and actually they can see it on their player model if you shine it in their face. Other people might just say to turn it off, but I like to keep it on in case someone sneaks up on me and I need to use it to point fire quickly, depending on my weapon setup. Just like that, 2 players down, and on to the main topic of discussion for this video. Bullet object penetration. From the time of recording this until now, I have learned a few things about how penetration of objects works in Escape from Tarkov, and it is probably a lot more simple than you might think, and also probably less effective than you might think. I think the best way and simplest way we can explain this is by dividing objects into 3 classes. Class 1 being thin fabrics or tarps that don't seem to have any effect on projectiles and allow bullets to pass through 100% of the time without reducing the damage at all. Then we have our Class 2 objects, which are things like wooden fences, sheet metal, stacks and pallets of cardboard boxes, and some drywall in houses. You can even shoot through the reinforced glass at the Kibba gun store on the map interchange. And finally, Class 3 objects are just objects that you cannot shoot through at all. The reason I decided to bring this up is because of some false assumptions that I had thought previously before looking into this. It turns out that beyond needing a base penetration value of 2, enabling your round to go through a Class 2 object or wall, the penetration value of your bullet then plays no other role on changing the damage or how many walls it can penetrate in a row, making rounds only able to go through 1 layer of Class 2 object. The amount of flesh and armor damage received by a player from a projectile shot through a Class 2 object seems to be reduced so much that the type of round no longer matters, and therefore is only useful if you can land a lot of shots through the object or get a headshot. Also, if you get really lucky and hit a blacked out limb, that will do a large amount of damage due to the damage multiplier on blacked out limbs. However, keep in mind that there seems to be a very small random chance that a Class 2 object will stop your bullet. As you can see here, all those shots I fired were only able to penetrate 1 layer of fence. The one that is coming through the back fence is only because I shot over the top of the first fence. Alright, that sums up everything that I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed and possibly learned something, or this discussion at least got you thinking a bit. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with future content. I'm going to leave you with the rest of this raid, and until next time, have a good one.
Вали кепку!
out of here.
EP located.